everyone, so if you watch a lot of my videos in the past, you will see that I do a lot of foundation routines, and that is because I change my foundation all the time. So I have a new routine that I've been using for a little while now, and I'm really loving it. I think I'm going to use this one for a long time, although I say that in every foundation routine, and then a month later I have a new foundation routine and I'm like, this is going to be my new favorite foundation routine until my next one comes along. Anyway, so I just want to take you through and show you how I do my foundation routine. I know that I use a whole lot of products, but this is the way that I can make my face and my skin look where I'm confident, because you guys know that I used to have pretty bad acne and I still have problem areas, especially around here and right in between my eyebrows. I always get them. But my main problem is acne scarring, and I've told you guys in videos before, oh, I have really bad acne scarring, and then I show you guys with me with no makeup on, and I was using not a high definition camera, so the camera kind of fooled you and made you think that my skin was better than it actually was. But now I am in HD, so you guys will get to see all of my little imperfections on my face, and it might surprise you because a lot of you are like, Blair, I don't even see one acne scar. Oh, but you will. So yeah, I had my fair share of acne. I'm glad that it's pretty much gone. I have a couple problem areas, but it doesn't come up very often. Thank you, Clinique. Anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the tutorial. Normally I do my foundation first and I actually do my eyes last, but for the sake of this video I went ahead and did my eyes just so that when I finish up with my foundation all my makeup's going to be done. So the first thing I do is I take my Clinique Pore Minimizer, and it's for your T-zone for oily skin, which I have oily skin. So I actually bought this because it was for your T-zone shine control. But over time, I've noticed it actually is shrinking my pores a little bit, which I didn't think it would really do that. So I'm just going to put my hair back a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to get just about a pea-size amount, like that, and rub it between my fingers. And I'm going to concentrate this mainly on my nose and right here, which is where I have really big pores. And then up here, my chin. Wherever you get oily is where you want to put this. Okay, next I take a primer. This is going to help your foundation last longer, not melt off throughout the day. So I'm using my Studio Gear Prime Objective. This is for oily skin and I got it at Ulta. There are lots of different brands of primers you can get. You just need to find one that works well for your skin, and that one works very well for my skin. So I just rub it between my fingers. Oh, I just used one pump. Okay, so I rub it between my fingers. And I put this all over my face. Okay, so next it's time for foundation, and I'm using my Clinique Even Better foundation, and I'm in the lightest shade they have. It's called Alabaster. I'm not really sure how you would pronounce that, but that's the shade I am. I really like this foundation. It's moderate to full coverage. It has SPF 15, and also the main thing it's supposed to help correct with is acne scarring, which if you guys can see, that is my biggest problem. All of these imperfections that make my face not even, like one skin tone, that is all acne scarring. Here, and then I have 4 actual little acne spots. That's not scarring, but it'll probably leave a scar. So this actually says that in 6 to 8 weeks, it is going to help balance out your skin tone and get rid of some of those acne scars. I don't know if it really works, but I like it as a foundation. So I use it with a MAC 190 foundation brush. I know a lot of people don't like this brush, but I do. And I actually use a lot of foundation. I take a line like that, and then I just dot it over my face. I put 3 on my cheeks, down my nose, and your nose is going to absorb a lot of the foundation. I think because it has like a lot of pores and stuff, I just feel like my nose takes like as much foundation as like a side of my face. Okay, along my chin, down my forehead, on the sides. And then the rest is just going to go down my neck. Okay, so then I start patting it out like this. Okay, and then I take this brush, and a lot of people say you're not supposed to use it this way, but it actually gives me my best finish. I'm going to take it in little circular motions and blend everything. Because if you just use it the way they say to, which is in little short strokes like this, I find that I have like stroke marks. So I just take it sideways in little circles. And make sure you blend it into your neck. This is pretty much my exact color, so I don't have to take it down my entire neck, but if I was using a color that didn't match me exactly, I would probably take my foundation all the way down my neck just so that you don't look like you have like a line, you know what I mean? Okay, and really blend it into the nose. Okay, next I do my concealer, and I use Amazing Cosmetics concealer. And this is in the lightest shade as well. It is in Fair Ultra Light. I take this with a MAC 195 concealer brush, and you need such a little amount of this, it's like not even funny. So that is probably too much to cover up everything I need to cover up on my face. So I'm going to start with under the eyes, and I'm just going to put 2 little dots. I'm going to do the sides of my nose and under. Then I'm going to go over any imperfections or red spots. Now you can use a brush to blend this out, but I actually prefer my finger because the warmth from your skin is going to kind of melt the concealer into your foundation, and it's going to give you a better coverage, but it's not going to be so obvious that you've like had your makeup caked on your face, like so many layers. So I start under my eyes and I just pat it. Okay, so if you're trying to cover up a red spot like I am right here, you want to pat the concealer in, but don't rub it in too much because it will just go into your skin and then you will still be able to see the red. And remember, we're still putting powder over this, and that will kind of conceal it a little bit too. So you really just want to work it to where it's not like a blob on your face. It's worked into your skin. Okay, then after you're done with that, you need to set it with powder. Some people don't like to set it with powder. If you have oily skin, I really think you need to. So the powder I'm using is the MAC Loose Powder, and this is in NW20. This is the Select Sheer. Okay, so I just take my kabuki brush. This is the MAC 182 kabuki, and you can see that there's already a little bit of powder in the lid from where it kind of shook on top of it. So I'm just going to buff this powder into my brush. Then we are going to start buffing it onto our face. Okay, so when you need a little bit more, I just tap it a little bit in the powder to get about that much on my brush, and then I swirl it into the brush on the lid. Okay, now don't forget your neck, so I'm going to take a little bit down my neck as well. Okay, so now it is time to do bronzer, and I like to use Nars Laguna bronzer. I'm almost out of it, but I have another one. I'm just not opening it until this one's completely out, and I'm going to do this with a MAC 134 brush. So what I like to do is just swipe the brush in it like this, tap off any excess, and I'm going to start this, and you want to use a very light hand so that you don't have like a blob of bronzer where you first put it. So what I'm going to do is just very lightly swipe it across my forehead. Some people say they don't like to put bronzer all over, they just like to contour. But when you are as pale as me, I don't know, it just gives you a nice glow and a darker color. Okay, and then don't forget your neck with this part. This is where most people say, well, I put foundation on my neck, you know, I'm good. You need to put the bronzer too. Okay, now I'm going to do my little highlighting step that I've talked about all the time. It's just using Soft and Gentle Mineralized Skin Finish with a 165 brush from MAC. I take a little bit of this. Any champagne color eyeshadow or shimmery powder will do this. And I just swipe it across my cheekbone like this, going a little bit of a C up towards my eyebrow. Now I have oily skin, so I don't like to do this on my forehead or my nose. I feel like it illuminates my oiliness throughout the day, so I just do it on my cheekbones. Then, same step that I always do, I take Gold Deposit Mineralized Skin Finish with a 129 blush brush, take a little bit of that, put this on my cheeks. Okay, then I put whatever blush for the day that I'm wearing over it, and today I'm wearing Nars Orgasm blush. It looks like this. This is such a beautiful color. I'm loving it. So I just take it with that same brush and put this on. Okay, so now it's usually when I do my eye makeup, but I already have that done, obviously. So I'm just going to finish off with lips really fast. This is Nars Turkish Delight Lip Gloss. And there you go. I hope you guys learned a little bit of tips and tricks that you can incorporate into your own foundation routine. Look for a vlog on my second channel tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!